So here's an OR compound inequality that we got to solve first. And so again, we're just going to solve this like it's an equation, except if we have to multiply or divide by a negative number, we're going to change the inequality sign. So on this first one, we're going to add the 3 to the other side. Then we're going to divide by 4. For the second one here, we're going to subtract the 3. And then when I divide by -2, I change the inequality sign. And we maintain that word, which was OR, in between them. We're going to define one of them to be blue and one of them to be red. And then we're going to graph some sort of number line and label the important points. And here's where it's kind of cool, because we got this fraction. I don't care what fraction this is even in between. All I care about is that 5/4 is something less than 4. And those are my two important values then. So above the number line with the blue, I have including 5/4 and everything to the left of it, because it was less than or equal to 5/4. Now with my red ink, I was including 4 and everything to the right. So now back to my final answer. Remember, this is just my work. This is not a final answer. It depends on whether I have an or an and on how I get my final answer. I broke the number line up into 3 chunks, left, middle, and right. And I need to look at each chunk to decide, do I have blue or red? If the answer is yes, I shade it. If the answer is no, I don't. So the leftmost interval, do I have blue or red? Yes, I have blue. So I'm going to shade that. For the middle interval, do I have blue or red? No, I have neither one in the middle, so I'm not going to shade the middle. On the right, do I have blue or red? Yes, I have red, but more importantly, yes. That's all I care about, if it's yes or no. So now I have both the left and the right shaded. So I have one interval that goes from -infinity to 5/4. I have a second interval that goes from 4 to infinity. And when I have two separate intervals that are disjoint, that have a gap between them, I just put a union sign between them. So I really want to point out that that union sign in a final answer is only placed there if we have two disjoint intervals. We don't want to try to come up with a rule of it comes whenever we have an or in this situation. Don't come up with rules like that. If your final answer has two disjoint intervals, you need the union sign between them. We will never, ever, 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 ever have an intersect symbol in a final answer. So please be aware of that, because an intersection is a problem that we can find an answer to. We're always going from the graph, from the number line, to interval notation.